Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signor, and yesterday we finally confirmed Brian Laundrie's cause of death. This has been news we've been waiting for. News that finally puts to bed so many theories. Confirms not only the identity of Brian Laundrie and that he is now deceased, but how he died. I know a lot of you are going to refuse to even accept this news. However, for me, in going through the report from the medical examiner, this issue is put to bed. However, it does raise a lot more questions, which we're going to break down in this video. Before I do that, though, in case you missed our report yesterday, I want to break down this press release on screen for you all from the District 12 medical examiner. Now, this is the death of Brian Laundrie. District 12 Medical Examiner's Office has completed our investigation into the death of Brian Laundrie. The investigation has included the following: scene response by medical examiner, personnel, complete examination of the recovered skeletal remains. I read elsewhere that they actually had to piece together back the skull to figure this out. Consultation with look at both forensic experts here, including dental comparison for identification, consultation with forensic anthropologists, including skeletal reconstruction, confirmation of the identity of the remains by both dental comparison and DNA analysis. Now, before we even get to this cause of death, it's so important you see how many people would need to lie. How many people would put their whole jobs at stake to cover up for the Northport police, including the FBI? It just makes no sense to me. Guys, this guy wasn't the Bond villain we all thought he was. This guy was a coward. We're going to break down some of our theories still and why he did this way today live around 12:15 Eastern Standard Time this afternoon. However, it is now confirmed the cause of death has been determined by a shot wound to the head. The manner of death has been determined to be self-inflicted. He did it to himself. I got to be careful of these words to say on this video. However, you could read it right there. This was a self-inflicted wound. He did this himself. Completed signed reports will be on file at the District 12 Medical Examiner's Office in accordance with the Florida statutes and the request of the FBI. These reports and other information pertaining to the medical examiner's investigation and Mr. Laundrie's death may not be made public released until the law enforcement investigation is complete. Now, there's still an investigation happening. They're still trying to figure out if there are criminal or civil charges that they can pursue. However, it is now confirmed Brian Laundrie is no longer with us. He's not on the run. He's not somewhere else. Again, we're going to talk more live today. I want to see how many of you guys disagree, so make sure not to miss our live stream. We'll talk, and we'll even let some call-ins happen so we can hear all your theories on this as this case is finally now officially winded down. That said, where did he get this weapon? How did he have it? Well, we've now revealed, apparently, Brian Laundrie's lawyer, again, Dirtolino, just revealing more and more information. I don't know why. He decided to reveal that on September 17th, they did surrender all the weapons to law enforcement. However, one was missing. Implying here, now they don't confirm that this was the one, but confirming, seemingly implying rather, that Brian took that missing weapon, and that's what he had on him. Now, this is disturbing for two reasons, in my opinion. Disturbing because your son comes home, his fiance is missing, this daughter has been living with you, she's missing. You either do know or don't know that he's responsible. You know your son is distraught. The lawyer has already revealed this. They were, so bothered by it all. He was in such pain, and as he was leaving, and then you don't check your weapons in the house, and then you let him leave with said weapon. It's disturbing on two levels because, one, weren't you afraid he was going to harm himself? Why would you not lock down and keep a better track of what's going on in your home? And even if he's not going to hurt himself, he may have just hurt Gabby, and you're letting him out on the run with a weapon. And then what's most disturbing is the FBI knew this. The FBI knew this and didn't tell us. The FBI knew that he was on when we were looking for him, he either offed himself and this was all a waste of time, or he was out there with, dangerous. So I got to be careful how I say it, but you guys hopefully are reading between the lines. He was out there with a weapon while we were all looking for bald guys. And the FBI didn't think to say, you know what, guys, be careful. There may be a weapon attached to this man. This is crazy to me. It's unclear whether that missing weapon is the one that Laundrie used to take his own life. FBI did not respond for comment, but the investigators informed the parents that the autopsy has determined their son is a self-inflicted wound when he died in September. For weeks, the Bureau declined to answer questions about whether Laundrie, believed to be alive and on the run at the time, should be considered blanked and dangerous. Laundrie was later revealed to have been deceased nearly the whole time. In prior conversations, the lawyer Bertolino has said he declined to comment on the issues of the weapon out of concern that it would create a panic or attract armed people to the Florida Nature Reserve where Laundrie went when he snuck out under the nose of Northport police. We didn't want the public going into a frenzy on that. I don't think they considered him dangerous to anybody he met on the street. Well, isn't it interesting that Bertolino decided to make that decision for us? They knew. FBI, okay, wait, they don't really want to say things, but they knew not to reveal that information, but now he's going to tell you that information. Why? So when we were searching for Brian Laundrie, when we were doing Where's Baldo and doing all their quests, and is this him? No one was able to warn us, hey, there's a missing weapon, he might have it. So we don't think he's a threat, but be warned and keep your distance. Wouldn't that have been information to give? And even besides the public threat, right, that is. How about the fact that the parents didn't check and had so many that they lost track of them and knew one was missing and then didn't think, uh-oh, this isn't good. And then the whole time they're just like playing dumb to the cops, to the public. We're not talking, where is he? Just when you think this can't get more frustrating, it does. So now, because, they didn't want to create a frenzy, they didn't want their son to be, they didn't want people going after him armed, is what they didn't want. And to me, that's crazy. This is crazy. I don't even know why why does the lawyer keep talking? Why does he think this helps? Well, because he's got to explain things now. Well, where did he get it from? Well, there was one missing. And then he's got to answer the question. Oh, well, why was it missing? Well, so you knew it was missing. Well, yeah, but we didn't want to tell anybody. Just shut up. If you're not going to talk, don't talk until you're ready to talk and do an interview. And they want to do that, which it's unclear whether the Laundries actually want to do that. It's unclear if the Laundries have been doing this or if the lawyer has been doing all this. But either way, it's just insane to me how they've been handling all of this. I don't get it. But here's the statement from Bertolino. Chris and Roberta Laundrie have been informed the cause of death was shot to the wound to the head, and the manner of death was self-inflicted. Chris and Roberta are still mourning the loss of their son and are hopeful that these findings bring closure to both families. Like, how dare you? How dare you? This isn't going to bring closure to the family. They're going to be distraught forever because of this. You had every opportunity to stop him, Laundries. Now, I'm conflicted here because I do feel for them as a parent. They're suffering right now the worst pain a parent can feel. They not only lost their own son, but they're responsible for it. They really are. They could have attempted to stop him. They could have attempted to have better hold on their weapons. There's so many things here that were preventable. That's so frustrating when he came home those days and they gave him the last hurrah on Fort DeSoto, et cetera, et cetera. All of that, they knew that the clock was ticking. Now, as a parent, and your son's done something terrible, you want to. It's a debate and a vote we've had on this show many times. I can't imagine what I'd do in that scenario. I hope I'd have the strength to do the right thing. All that said, I know they're suffering. What they're going through is a punishment. It's a punishment, whether you want to accept that or not. It is. However, this was all preventable. And that's what's so frustrating to me about this case and what the Laundries have been doing this whole time, which was their silence. There's so much they could have said to avoid all this chaos, this craziness, so many things they could have warned us all about. I'm just so frustrated by them still to this day that it's hard to ignore that. However, they lost their son. We have to respect that at this point. I hope at some point they have the guts to stand up and actually answer things to really put closure to this of what they knew. They have to be careful, though, because they're on the hook for civil and criminal charges. I guess not criminal charges, more civil charges, most likely, because I don't think they were involved in what happened to Gabby. However, they could have aided and abetted if they were holding information and harboring him after and knowing that. And that's where things get more complicated. And maybe that's why they're not able to talk, because the lawyer's like, you can't talk. If you talk, you're going to jail. And so what are they supposed to do at this point? Go to jail, I guess, because they tried to protect their son? Man, that is a complicated debate and one we will discuss today at 12:15 Eastern Standard Time here on the channel. So make sure you join us. I'll put it at the end of this video. What do you guys think of this? There's more we're going to discuss as well, including the Petito's response to all this and their hints that charges against additional individuals. Well, what does that mean? Stay tuned. stay tuned today, 12:15. In fact, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you double check you are subscribed. Hit the bell for all alerts. And while you're at it, smash that like button and leave your comments on this case. What do you think of this development? I want to hear your thoughts down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll be back live today, 12:15 Eastern Standard Time, and every day around 12 here on Popcorn Planet.